Easy there.
Get going.
Yeah.
Someone get the law.
What I do wrong?
I cannot wait for this mission.
Yeah.
Circus freaks or world champions? Or world champions. Just over here. There it is. Yes. Nice. Oh, you could search the rest of this place, but it's just boring stuff. Nothing really of value. I don't think you can search this chimney either. I'm gonna search this house. Oh. I still got my mask on. I cannot believe I missed that fucking tomahawk though. That's embarrassing. Go in there, didn't think so.
That's
Alright. Next thing. I think, yeah. Could do this train mission.
boy. Yeah, good boy. There we go.
Oh, which? Is it, this? No. I don't know what it was. What button was it?
Throw it up.
Oh, it was that.
You're okay, boy. Yeah, that's it, boy. Yeah.
Yeah, I was right.
Easy now.
It wasn't holding, it was pressing. Back to Valentine, or through Valentine. I'm near it. What's my ballot? $50. Woohoo! Pearson probably needs something for the stew. Probably look for something. Don't have express stew. Wait, is this a rabbit could be good. Actually, yeah. Oh, I didn't want to do it 2 times. That thing's probably not even worth it, is it? Yeah, not even worth it. Where was
Yep.
deer or prom?
You're okay, boy.
Bird. Skunk. I don't know where that skunk is, to be honest. Oh, there he is. Boom, we got our target. Hold on. Let's do, yeah, the improved arrows. Perfect. Oh, that's what the improved arrows do. He goes through. Nice. This is perfect, Pearson. Time to go to camp. Ooh, you're dirty. Yeah. Yeah. Clean off. Clean you off, buddy.
Stay calm now.
Still need a little brushing. Need feeding too.
There, boy. Let's get you cleaned up. Yeah, nearly done, boy. Yeah, there you go. Okay, boy.
Let's go. If I see a rabbit, I might try to kill it.
There, boy. Yep.
Alright, sorry, Bigfoot. Let's go. We need to go. Rain.
Welcome back.
Charge this.
Good work, boy.
Headset, please don't turn off because I plugged in my controller. It might. I just heard static. And I heard it again.
Alright.
I'll beat you next time we play off.
You know these hides and furs can also be done up into coats and boots and such. Beyond my skills, but there's a trapper that travels around these parts, Canadian.
That's fire. You know, back when I was in the army, and we was out on patrol, we couldn't light no fires. See, our captain had a theory. He said a lit fire would just bring the engines on us that much quicker. But the only problem was, no fire brought no wolves on us. Yes, sir. So there we were at night, either cold and frightened of the wolves, or warm and frightened of the engines.
Okay, I messed with it. Hopefully. I hate consoles sometimes. So goddamn glitchy. I think I got an idea what I can do. Let's see. Now where is villagers? Shut up. You like men. There was a box I had for the charger. Now I don't know where that box is. Hey, Karen. Let's see. Where is that box at? I can't find it. I'm gonna have to hope and wait. Maybe I can plug it up in a minute. Now, do I want to play poker then John's mission, or do I want to do John's mission and then play poker? I feel like playing poker. Mr. Pearson, Mr. Pearson. Strauss and Miss Grimshaw. This is my favorite group to do poker with. Miss Pearson, he want to play for alcohol. I'm gonna grab Arthur a drink after this. Oh, I know what my cannons are. The 9 and the 3. This is crap. I'm hard. Come on, Strauss. He's the scariest to go up against in poker. Yeah, I'm fucked. Yeah, I'm folding this. This is nothing. That was nothing. Two pair aces and sixes? Or a ace pair and a six pair. So he had a two pair. Okay, I could definitely get a straight here. I think I'm gonna hold these cards. I think I'm good. Oh, that was my bad. I put my controller down accidentally. Not the joystick. Come on, something good. 5 parts, 10. Oh, this is actually real good for me. A 4 and a 6. Now all I need is a 7 and a 3 or a 7 and 8, 9. This is not the worst. I want to keep going. I want to keep going with this. My bad. A king? Oh, I'm fucked here, actually. Hold on, I'm done here. I got a pair of 5s. Yeah, I got a pair of 5s. I can run with this. I think I'm just gonna check. All in! And I'll buy in if I lose. If I lose, I'll just buy in. Pair of kings, pair of 5s. I'm gonna beat Strauss. Now come on, give me something good. 10. Yes, baby. 12, 6. Ah. The right hand, I got this. I knew that was a good hand. Alright, where are my cards? Queen and a 10. Okay, so I need Jack, King, Ace. If I can get that, that'd be good. Jack, King, Ace. Jack, King, Ace. Jack, King, Ace. Come on. Jack, Ace. I just need a king here. Hold on. I actually got a chance. I'm just gonna get him out. I won that either way. I had a feeling I was gonna get that king. I'm like that. Seems like you do. Need a little assistance. King, or not king, Jack 3. This is a difficult hand to play with. Okay, we all checked, okay. 3 queen. I have 2 pair. Hold on, this is actually great. Gonna be Pearson out. Come on. Fold. That's what I thought. 25. Oh my! Matter of fact, I'll raise you all you have left. Reset. All in. Call. I gotta. Oh, come on, come on. Nothing. Yes, I got Strauss out. Now I just need to get Pearson out. If I can get Pearson out, I think I'm good. I'm a gambler. No one to hold him, no one to fold him. Alright. Okay. 7, 10. He had 6. 7 raised. Go ahead. 9 high, 10 high. Here. I'm like that. There's one talking about that Strauss. I got Strauss out, and then I got Pearson out. Oh, suck. Alright, time to go do the train job. $4, I'm like that. Still saying my controller's low battery. That ain't good. Hello, Uncle. We go grab a whiskey bottle. Charles Booth did before he killed Abraham Lincoln. And drink your life away. Hey, don't go to sleep. Uncle. There's Sean. Sean's probably one of my favorite characters. What is what in the box? Let me just make sure. Yeah, this is charging. We're all good. Abigail. Okay. I'll do Abigail's mission after this. Let me grab one more whiskey bottle, just before. Make sure I'm really, really ready. Damn, Karen. All dressed out. Can't wait to do the bank job next chapter. My bad, Lenny. I didn't mean to wake you. I don't know. I wonder if drunk driving was a thing back then. Like during Arthur's time. Drunk horse riding. Whoa, 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 whoa. What do you mean, enemy? Hold on now. Is this like lawmen or O'Driscolls? Bounty hunters. I can get some money from these guys. Hold on. You're done for already. Blackwater? Hold on. Bought this new journal after the last one got destroyed in that fire all those months ago, whenever it was. Haven't read it or drawn much in the past few months, but I was missing it more than I thought I would. And finally near shore, so here I am, I guess. After all that business up north in the fire, we spent a few months in the wilderness traveling down to the northern grizzlies. Stuck mostly in the western foothills of the mountains during the worst of winter. Food was easy to find and life was good. Dutch had a lead on some land where we were going to buy. The land did not match up to his criteria, or he got spooked when we were being watched by the law and that somebody knew who he was, and we never bought it, and we are wondering still. We bought a couple of new. We picked up a couple of few new folk. Hold on, we picked up a couple of new folk in the Grizzlies. God. Jenny, a sweet young girl, met abandoned on the side, and Micah, outlaw Dutch, met in a bar someplace. Dutch seems very taken with Micah, who is pretty hot-headed, argumentative, and full of himself. Jose and I are less sure. Guess we shall see. Eventually we came out of the wilderness and are now held up outside of Blackwater, although sometimes I stay in town hunting for opportunities. I might be honest, we got plenty of money and the trail we took was so torturous and slow nobody could have followed us north and east or figured out where we were heading. We was thinking about California, but then Dutch and Hosea brought us down to Blackwater. Oh, gain savings, okay. Okay, Blackwater has grown a whole lot since any of them was last here. I was told to expect a little more than a trading post, but this place is growing fast and is almost a small city. This town seems to be riddled with corruption, but there's certainly plenty of money here. It is good to be sleeping in the beds from time to time and living a more civilized life after so long under canvas, but I do not particularly like being this near to a town. We're living here, camping outside town, mostly hitting the plain side. I guess life seems pretty easy. Abigail and Marcy keep arguing. I wonder why exactly he came back. He cannot seem to decide if he wants us to be a father to that boy or of his or not. The arguing is exhausting. I heard talk of a man sounding like Trelawney, but we haven't seen him for many months. Goddamn Trelawney. Okay. Hold on. Got something. Are up to something pretty big. Might be a lot of cash coming in to do with a real estate scam Hosea thinks he may have discovered. I'm not sure yet. The perfect crime. We think one where we rob crooks. We are being real careful. It's fun working with Hosea again. The man is an artist of nonsense, even if nothing comes out of it. We are having an amusing enough time. It is good to be running scams again. Hosea is born a huckster? Whatever. He is getting anxious, worried that by lingering in town we are going to bring undue attention on ourselves. But Dutch thinks he's also onto something big. His words, not mine. Bank money being brought in by a boat. Apparently, so for now, we are working on both things and seeing what happens. Plan is to flee west and into the desert country someplace if we can. Yo, this is actually like dope. Hold on. Micah and Dutch are planning to rob the ferry in town. They think it's laden with riches, cash coming in for the banks, coming in by boat. For once, I'm not getting involved in the job. Hosea and I are too taken up with our business, which I can believe could go very well. And Dutch seems confident that the group assembled all will be okay. Plan is for them to carry out the job, then flee into the wilderness out to the west. The next day, Hosea and I carry our scan and join them. Dutch seems happy and excited. He's talking about California. He's also thinking about a lot of other places. Blackwater. Okay, pretty cool. Hurts. Oh shit. I think this is when the ferry job went wrong. We've been running for weeks. I mean, running more than usual. The job they were pulling in Blackwater, robbing that ferry, it turned into a disaster. Yeah, young Ginny got killed, poor thing. While Sean and Mac both got arrested or killed. Nobody seems sure which. Dutch shot a girl, and I forgot he did that. I'm not too sure if it was by accident or design, and it seems it might have been a setup. We took to the hills, an almighty scramble, leaving the money and most of our things behind. Damn! Davy T. What does that mean? Then we were fleeing east over the Grizzlies, almighty storm hit us. Davy Callender, who got shot in the gut on the raid, passed away. It was brutal he got shot in the gut and he died? That is so, like, okay, back then, yeah, that may have been easy, but nowadays that's really hard to die from. Because the gut's a real fatty place and it slows bullets down a lot easier. But okay, That shot the guy, blah blah blah, passed away. It was beautiful to watch, and the rest of us nearly froze, but we found shelter. I had been wrestling here in some old abandoned mining town where we would have Davy T. Oh, that's Davy Cross. Oh my. Camp Colton. Okay. Hardly spring it. I had been helping Jose and I have been playing that already. I guess I've been debating along with most of what I own. I'm profoundly concerned as to what happens next once we leave this place, or if the law finds us cowering up here. Found a girl, well, a woman I should say. Her husband had been murdered by some of Coleman Driscoll's boys. Nasty business. Poor Sadie. Riding out. This is when they went to the comb camp. Oh yeah, this is about the train job. Ridge, Leviticus Cornwall. Seems closer to have some ideas as us. He's been hiding out scanning a train and wanting to rob. He bumped into his boys at some fireside they was robbing. Found that poor woman whose husband may have murdered, and then she's riding with us. She ain't got no place better to be than Dutch being Dutch, and his hatred for Colm being just as powerful as it ever was. A whole bunch of us went to pay him a visit in his camp, but he escaped. What is this one? Oh, this is about the train. We grabbed one of his boys. Plays best ain't spoken yet, but he will once we freeze him a little. Then set Bill on him. Been about a few weeks. We're mostly alive. Dutch being Dutch is busy making plans and figure out how. And being Dutch, those plans involve robbery and dreams. Deer. Oh, horseshoe. Yo, that's. Wow. He literally drew a picture of him when he slammed down. Yeah. What was that? What does that say? East. E. Oh, okay, it's pointing. Okay. Finally, I saw it, and we got off the mountain and rode east into some pretty enough country called the Heartlands. Ain't been this far east in many a year. Hosea seems to know this country a little. Ain't been much of a spring. Now hold up at a place called Horseshoe Overlook, outside of some dumpy little cattle town named Valentine. Dutch seems a little better. His eyes are sparkling once more, and I can see he's thinking a little clearer. I think we all feel a little happier in spite of Blackwater and that whole mess. Yeah. Oh, that's the horse I'm using. Yeah, top left. I think that's my Shire horse, or that might be Bill's horse. One, two. Uncle. Oh, this is when we went with Uncle to Valentine. Heading to Valentine, Uncle with the girls. Girls went shouting out work, and while Uncle and I had a few drinks to explain more of his theories on existence and bare-faced lies about his past. Things took a strange turn. Some fellows seemed to recognize me or us from Blackwater. Guess we had holed up here for too long while Jose and I scouted the job. I chased the bastard. And then, yeah, as on the other stream, I murked him. He never thought I spared him a living room ink pen. I hope I won't regret my lunacy, but I reckon he got scared of his life. Jim Brooks was his name. That's right. I spared him, and then when he gave me an ink pen, as soon as he got on his horse, I gunned him down. Met some old drunk in Valentine claiming he was a shooter. Seemed more like a clown. Some poor fool was writing a book about him, or trying to. Levin was the name of the writer. Jim Calloway was the killer. Apparently Levin needs more information. Asked me to find a few folk who had spent more time in public than me and knew old Jim back when he was a real killer. Their names are Emma Granger, Flaco Hernandez, Billy Midnight, and Black Bell. I killed Emmett. Alright, to him. Jim boy. Sound like a trip climb. We shall see what kinds of people. My hopes are not too high. Yeah. Horse. Bunny. This is when we went with Jose to the bear. Took a day off and went hunting with Jose. He seems to be getting his strength back a bunch. Although blah blah blah. He'd been after turned on us. I thought we would stick him in the mountains, that the cold and misery would kill him, and we bury him like we buried Jenny and Davy. But he pulled through, and he'll live a while yet. I love Dutch like a father, but in many ways I love Jose even more. He's kind and fair and like a human being. Dutch is something else. The bear was also something else. Size of a goddamn hotel, and it was mean with it. Ooh, a shotgun. Colonel Driscoll slipped through our fingers once more, and I saw my own life slip through mine. That gentle buffoon we kidnapped up in the mountains took us to the cabin. We were planning to kill him home, but he had just gone elsewhere. We shot a bunch of his boys, and then one was about to end my life when Kieran shot him. This feud is bled out from Dutch and Colin's mutual hatred into a loathing that permits all of us and all of them. Still, I found quite a shotgun in his cabin. In the cabin. Yeah, it's there. Met him in Granger. I cannot think of a single man I have enjoyed seeing dead more than than this bastard. Pig shit and hatred, and he still threw a knife at me. And I'm glad he's dead. Valentine went off with the young lady thanks to my own particular genius for trouble when I'm drugged. The evening did not quite, but somehow neither of us got killed or arrested for murder. Despite for best efforts in regard, somehow I imagine that the saloon owner and Valentine likes me very much after the mayhem I caused there. I don't imagine that saloon owner and Valentine likes me very much after the mayhem I caused there. I don't think he likes him either. What is this? This is just the bar. Smithfield Saloon. There's people outside, and then there's the bartender. Bartender's pretty cool. I found a massive skeleton. Wonder how big the man was, or if he was a man at all. What is this? Man, idiot hunting for treasure. Bought a map off. Wonder if I'll find anything. Oh yeah, about that. Whatever. Got into a god-awful fight in the town saloon. Bill started it. His wound so tight. He's wound so tight about something. I reckon he'll start hitting himself soon enough. I was stopped by from beating some big yokel to death by a local do-gooder. I cannot tell if this made me pleased or real angry. The local crowd seemed to want to see blood, however. Afterward, Dutch accosted me with old Josiah Trelawney, back and quite as slippery and confusing as ever. He come and go again, no doubtly none of us the wiser as who or what he is. Trelawney told us that Sean had not been killed in Blackwater. He was prisoner there, held by scalp hunters, awaiting payment. Charles Smith, Javier, and I met in Blackwater to rescue that loud-mouthed maniac. Before we even cut him free from the tree, and now he was mouthing off at us. Javi said Blackwater is an impossible situation. I guess I better forget about all that money. I do think you can get the money, but it's very hard to do. All them years wasted earning that stuff. Guess I'll never quite know what happened, but the upshot is we're on the run and known to more folks in authority than we would like. How long does this go on? Oh, this is FS? Who is this? Oh, yeah, some old rock probably with some details. I'm not sure why. I probably won't bother. Francis had a bright red hair and birthmark and spoke in an odd way. What is this? Hosea went Robin just I just read that in my head because I didn't feel like reading all that. I snuck in that night. We robbed the loathsome bastard blind. What is this? Strauss is back lending money and I'm back collecting it. The work must result tonight. revolts me and shames me somehow. Robbing people honest with a gun and fits is less repellent than robbing them fully in accordance with the law. It'll be the usual sort: sick farmers, pregnant maids, lusty young men, and other dupes desperate enough and stupid enough to take Strauss's terms. I'm sure life may be a comfortable one, but it is a foul work. Oh yeah, that's the dog, and that's the buck I killed. Wait. Hold on. Did I? Yeah. That's all the, that's everything so far. Wow, that took a minute. Well, can I go do the mission now? Apparently not. Oh, there it is. I didn't even ever see it. Alright. Should I get coffee or eat? Let's see. Arthur, are you good? Horse needs feeding. Here you go, boy. Get it. Alright, let's go. Get this train job done. Maybe I shouldn't, no. Valentine would be a bad place to go at the moment. I need to pay off my, bounty first. I'll do that in Emerald, past Emerald Branch. I go to see John and then Sean's gonna be there too. I like Sean. I like riding with him. I wish he didn't get killed and he ran in the bank job. That would be cool to see, but they did what they did and there's no changing it now. I'm sorry, horsey, but, I need to get there quick. Please don't buck me off, please. I don't feel like helping her. I'm sorry. That was a little mean. That was a little far. It's a little funny though. Oh shit. got pizza in the oven. Pretty crispy. I'm still gonna eat it. I should probably say though, it's not like it's one of those personal sized DiGiorno's. Damn. Poor thing. Ryan Whitetail. That's right, that's Sean. Fuck you saying about me, bitch? Alright, back to what I was gonna do though. I really do love what I did. That is beautiful. So the other one. This one I definitely could have done differently, but I still love it. It's still very nice. I do need to modify my other weapons. I gotta clean these too. I need them cleaned by the gunsmith and Valentine. We know Sean's ready. He doesn't even do it. Or disagree, whichever, whatever. turn left. This is how gears eating. I should have jumped on that thing. Unplug my controller. I really did try to hitch. Come on, John, come off. Oh, I don't got any slugs. I'll switch to shells. Perfect. I'm losing all my honor. Oh. How do I on this train? Might be good to have slugs in this. Flipped. So that little Irish shit wouldn't get up. Not my words, his words. Ooh. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. God damn it, Sean. I was in the animation of taking money, and he gets murked. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, so I can't load immediately. I'm just gonna wait and then I'll loot it. Okay. I understand now. Man, a joke. Was one other missing? What? Oh, the cigar! Hold on. I know what I gotta do. Let me find the cigars, because I gotta smoke one before I can take it. Which is stupid, to be honest. switching to them. I'm switching to this. One of them. Alright, come on. We gotta get the fuck out. Hope they can get them. For what? My bad, I'll leave them. Woo. Could just be my mic. That's watching up. Signal in the roads. Oh, that's right. Philly Midnight. I can do that.
singer I'm looking for. Heard he comes through here. Name of Midnight? Billy?
Oh, that old saint? Yeah, he spends days on board these trains, so he don't nowhere but the gutter. I imagine you find him riding the next one through here. Either that or the next one. Come, both. Look in the bar car.
Mr. Midnight?
Excuse me, I'm trying to drink.
Mr. Midnight, listen, this won't take a moment. I just want to talk with you about your old days as a shooter.
Get away from me.
Hey,
I didn't shoot him in his sleep.
no one's
I
saying
didn't shoot
that.
him in his sleep, and if I did, it's the only way.
Not a problem. I'm here about Jim Boy Calloway, and no one shot him yet.
I knew you kept on me. Get away from me.
Mr. Midnight!
I knew you kept for me. It was my fault. I knew.
You don't know nothing, Mr. Midnight. I want to talk. Don't do something foolish.
Come for me. Come on.
I think I'm gonna end this here. Bye now.